Welcome back, SethBling here, and today's command block contraption is of course a roulette wheel. So let's go ahead and give it a spin. You can see the ball kind of goes the opposite direction from the numbers that are spinning around on the table, and eventually it slows down enough that it locks into place and tells us the result, which in this case was red number 3. Let's give it another spin so we can see it in action. You can kind of like see that it's spinning by rotating your point of view. This uses absolutely no resource packs, by the way. All of the sounds and graphical effects are produced without the use of any resource packs, just command blocks. And okay, so we got, what was that, 13? Let's go at it again. There's sound effects, which are taken from minecarts. And I don't actually remember. When it stops, there's a sound effect. I don't remember what it plays. These are, of course, the command blocks that make it happen. Let's take a look down here. You can see it is actually kind of concave, which looks pretty cool. And I really love how when the ball stops, it kind of locks into the table. And so yeah, it pretty much just works. I'll tell you that it's probably not 100% random, as in probably there's some, when you get like a result of 10, probably the next result is probably not equally likely to be all of the other things. Also, you can spin it again. You can spin it again before it stops spinning, which is kind of cool. Looks pretty neat. Let's take a look in game mode 3. Of course, there are armor stands here. And there's actually a lot of armor stands right here. And you can see they kind of form a circle. And you know what? Maybe I shouldn't even make them invisible because they look pretty cool. But anyway, those armor stands are wearing banners on their head. And that is what is causing all these spokes. And of course, there's an armor stand here for the ball. Let's push the button again. Game mode 3 it. Oops, no, game mode 3. There we go. You can see the ball armor stand spinning around, and all these armor stands here are also spinning around as well. And yeah, so it's just a bunch of armor stands. That's all there is graphically, and each one is just wearing a banner, or in this case, a button. And they all get teleported to basically rotate their angle. They stay in place, of course, but their angle gets rotated. And there is a velocity. So let's see what objectives we're using. Set display sidebar. So there's like angle, which you can see here. It's going to be hard to press. As I press the button, all the angles of these things get updated, and we basically compare the angle of each of the banner armor stands with the angle of the ball to see which one is closest to the ball, or which one the ball locks onto. You'll notice that they always stop at a multiple of 10, and the button is always rendered as a multiple of 10. So we always make sure that the ball, God, I gotta get this out of here. We always make sure that the ball is locked into one of these spots. You'll notice it never kind of straddles two of the slots, two of the spokes. It always locks into the middle of one of them, because you wouldn't want it to, graphically it can look like it for a moment, but when it stops, you see it is actually slotted into one of them. And yeah, what else do we have? We have like velocity, which is actually an angular velocity, and you can see some of these things, 17, 16, 15, 14, 30. So there's the angular velocity for the wheel, and there's the angular velocity for the ball. And let's look at it again. And the ball's angular velocity decreases a little bit faster than that of the table. But yeah, I mean those are pretty much the main scoreboard things that we're using to make it all work. Anyway, I am really happy with how this looks. I think it looks really good. I think it looks like an actual roulette table. Maybe not quite, because on an actual roulette table you'd have maybe something around the edge that the ball rolled around in, and there'd be some other little things. But mostly I think I really nailed it, and so I'm really happy with how this looks. Anyway, if you'd like to download a world that contains this roulette table, you can check that out from the video description. There's a world download. I just want to quickly, let me go grab a redstone block, quickly point out that it was kind of, I came up with the idea for this after posting the idea for this windmill that I have. Okay, it's not moving right now, but let's do this. And so this was kind of a concept that I tweeted out, and let's see if I get, whoops. Scoreboard, players set, Addy, what did I call it? Name equals windmill. I think I can change this velocity. Let's try velocity 5. So yeah, I can change this velocity based on basically the score of just one armor stand. And it can go positive, it can go negative. So I wasn't sure what to do with this. I asked for some suggestions, and actually none of the suggestions were a roulette table, but but that's what I ended up doing. And this is sort of where the idea came from. I still might do something with windmills, I don't know, but the roulette table at least is, I think, a good application of that kind of technique. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching.